Welcome back to school, everybody. Many of you know me yet, but for those of you who don't, I'm Miss Ham, Latin's librarian. Today, I want to take you on a short tour of our library's new virtual space and talk to you a little bit about reading. So first, I want to share a quote with you that I really enjoy. My alma mater was books, a good library. I could spend the rest of my life reading, just satisfying my curiosity. That's a quote from the autobiography of Malcolm X. And I really like it because it talks a lot about some elements of reading that are so powerful. I know we teachers tell you this all the time, but now more than ever, I think it's really important that we claim the power of reading to take us places that we can't go, and to help us grow and to understand each other. As good students of Latin, you already know that the term alma mater means nourishing mother. And it usually refers to a school you went to, a place you really learned from. I don't know about you, but I'm really, really hungry right now for new experiences. There aren't as many places we can go. It's a little harder to meet people. And I'm finding books really, really satisfying to help me fill some of the needs and curiosities that I can't out in the world at the moment. So whatever you read, whether it's graphic novels or fiction or nonfiction, online articles, the news, fan fiction, just read it. Read it thoughtfully, read it carefully, read it critically, read it daily. Ask good questions about what you read. Be curious. Read things that comfort you, but also that challenge you. Whatever you do this year, keep reading. My goal in the next part of this orientation is to help you know some of the resources that we have at Washington Latin this year that are going to keep you reading and help you do research projects. So let me introduce you to our virtual library. I know we can't visit the library at 5200 2nd Street, but I'm so happy to be able to take you to our newly reimagined virtual space. So if you want to go along with me, the link is right here, latinpcs.libguides.com/library. I'll be right here. Just pause the video. I'll be right here when you get back. It's totally okay to do this along with me, but if you can't, it's also okay to just watch this video. I'm going to take you to the virtual space and show you everything that's there, so that's also fine. This is our virtual library. Many of you might recognize the LibGuide from research projects, but this year we actually have, I made a Bitmoji library for us, so you actually have a sense of space. We have a bookshelf, some online resources. Even the Aristotle quote has come to join us this year, so I hope that this is really easy for you to use. Here are some things we have available to you this year on the virtual library. First, I'm super excited to say that we have Sora ebooks this year. If you use Overdrive, you're familiar with this. We have our very own ebook collection with lots of different books, and there's some more resources online to help you learn how to use that more. We still have everything for Noodle tools and some research help guides. Many of you have used this in the past for research projects, and we still have that to help you, and we'll still be doing new research projects with your teachers this year. If you've used our MLA template before, this is also linked in the virtual library. When you make a copy, you get your very own blank MLA document for research papers. Also have some information on avoiding plagiarism. Super important in a virtual world that we learn to not just copy and paste from the internet, but rather do our own intellectual work and think through the pieces of evidence we're picking and choosing and put them in our own words. So here's some information about how to do that. Maybe you're looking for some new hobbies. We've got some learning to code information on here. I really love the language Python, and Code Academy is super easy to use and totally free to you. We also have some book information. If you're looking for some reading, I've recorded a few book talk videos. The instructional video for Sora is on this page. And we'll keep updating it with different book lists and the library catalog so you can check out books from our library. To that end, there is the library catalog right here. When you click, you can come inside, see what books we have, see what's checked in and checked out. We will still be able to deliver you books. So please come here and we'll be able to get any book in this catalog to you. Final thing, speaking of how to get books, this is a document on all of the different ways we can get books to you this year. The very first one I want to highlight for you is that if you email Miss Abercrombie, we have Washington Latin books available to you. We will drop them off. We can do curbside pickup at the front desk. Whatever works best for you, we just want to make sure that you can have access to the books in our space. The other thing I want to highlight is that you can set up a browsing appointment at the library. We can welcome very small groups, no more than about 5 students, from maybe as many as 2 households, but smaller is also fine. Just to come in and look at the space and pick out the books you want yourself. You can set that up with Ms. Abercrombie too. Last things I want to highlight before our virtual tour is over, I do have a special corner for our teachers. This is still in development, but right now it has an awesome document that Ms. Foley made, giving us some resources to help us teach online. And if you use the DC Public Library at all, this is another great way to get books right now. I just linked that up on our virtual library, just so that you know that the DC Public Library is open for business. They've got a great collection and services too, so you can feel free to check them out as well. So this is our virtual library space. If you have trouble accessing the Bitmoji library, the links are all on the right side and still easy to open that way. This should be a relatively mobile friendly site too, so if you're using your phone, you should be able to still come to the virtual library. Just remember, if you want any library resources this year, the URL is pretty easy. It's latinpcs.libguides.com/library. You can also email me, Ms. Ham, at shamm, at latinpcs.org, and I'm happy to set you up with any library resources you need this year. All right, guys, have a great school year. I hope to see all of you in your classes. Feel free to drop us a line and tell us what you're reading. Have a great day.